Welcome, gamers and geeks, to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM, and I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. This one right here. Yeah. And today we are playing the Jade Lotus game. We're on episode number 37. Would my lovely players like to introduce themselves, please? Why did this turn blue?
I don't think I have to say it, but I'm going to. Dibsing last.
Who's going first, then?
I shall.
Fantastic. Go for it, Prior.
I'm Rob. I play Prior Full Pride, the Houndfolk Paladin. And I try to be the moral compass of the group, but it doesn't always succeed.
Uh-huh. Who's next? Is it going to be Larry? Is it going to be Blood Dancer? Or is it going to be Hanoka?
I'm the Goblin King. I play Larry, and his lovely creatures of the ghastly kind. And
he has
our
the spookies.
lovable, troublesome bard.
Yep, fight a bard. Okay. Who's next?
Can I go next?
Yeah, go for it, Blood Dancer.
I play Blood Dancer, the sassy half-orc. He has a Hydra and a Bulgira and a few other creatures, and he's definitely not compensating for something.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Are Hydras known to be commentating or something?
Well, they have Hydra get a lot ahead. Anyway, I believe that leaves Hanoka and Thraxios. So, Hanoka, if you would be so kind as to introduce yourself. You're muted, by the way.
I can go.
Please don't go.
Not literally go.
Oh, okay.
Better let go, Jack.
So, would you like to introduce Hanoka, please?
My name's Amanda. I play Hanoka, Goliath Barbarian. I have a Rat Pack and Mechanical Llama. They're my two favorite.
Okay.
And then, four other.
You don't like your Frost Salamander?
I do. He's my combo. I like them all.
Right.
I have favorite ones for different days.
Different favorite ones for different days. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Today
right.
I'm feeling like a llama.
Fair. Finally, Thraxios.
Hello. I am
Hello.
keep thinking our character. I am our fighter cleric, Rexios. My current companion is Silas the Coatl.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves so much.
Yep. The invincible little quaddle. Yeah. So, what happened last time we played?
Alright. Let me see. Okay. Do interrupt me at any time if I'm getting any of this wrong. Because we all know what's going on with, me. Here we go. We fought and we technically won, but we also lost because due to complaints of us
Cheating.
kind of banishing their thing, qualified as cheating because they complained long enough. After that, our complaints were told to the dragon, and the dragon took care of the referee after saying that pretty much that she is his ruler, not the emperor. And then we went to go ahead and we went out to this tea guy's place. Had some tea and cookies.
Tea guy. Pie. His name is Pie. P-A-I. Pie.
I just remember that he was giving us tea.
Yes. He
And
owns
so
the tea shop. He runs the tea shop.
Yep. We did that. There we met the other team, who, which we took a shine to the one who kind of got sad. Other than that, after they left, Larry cleaned off the plate of what was left, and then the princess came in with the automaton that was stalking and watching us weirdly. We left in a tiny hut, and then after we rested and had that, we fought one of the guys who was salty and who was part of the Subterfuge clan. After we dealt with that, we went ahead and went to the shop, and I got introduced to an item that I don't even remember anything about, except for it's a thing that cost way too much.
Except that it's a thing that costs way too much.
Yep, that's all I remember. It's like 500,000 gold. Well,
You don't remember what it was.
all I know is it's a pack of cards. It's like a pack of cards that
the
the
Taroka deck, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Taroka deck that goes ahead and, like, one of the things that fell out was pretty much the thing that gave me disadvantage for an hour. But I long rested, so pretty much it was useless.
Yeah.
After that, we got some pillows, and we also got a dragon chest set.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
we
you
were
charged
leaving on our way.
way too much for all of it.
We were charged maybe way too much because I tried to pay for it all.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got a discount technically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And after that we started going on our way to to a different type of one of fighting arenas.
To the Matsuhiro clan. The Matsuhiro clan. Yes. Did he miss out any key details there that need to be mentioned? Like,
Oh, and Anthony, for whatever reason, will not tell me the name of the decks.
what?
That's what you said last
Out
time.
of character, I think he did.
I would.
No, when I asked him again, he did not tell me.
I didn't tell you the name of the deck.
Yes, the name of the deck, the magic item.
Right, because I didn't want you to look it up. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, that's key.
Okay. So, you think that's a key part of the backs of the catch up, huh? All right.
Yes.
So, anyway, yes, you got kicked out, sort of Wesenshi territory because you, according to the other side, cheated. But it turns out, as you were leaving, that one of the a member of the other side caught up to you and challenged you and threw some big monsters at you, and he turned out to be a Tanako spy, didn't he?
Yep, and I took his pants.
And you took his pants. Yeah, because that's a logical thing to do when you discover someone's a spy. Anyway,
Who wants to go ahead and go big and lose my pants? Really big fear.
Okay then. So, and then you proceeded. The woman that was watching you was actually one of the princess's bodyguards, one of her ningyo, and she wanted to make sure that you were survived through the night. Which you
Wait,
did.
one of them?
Yes, the Emperor has many Ningyo.
Okay.
To be fair, he's the Emperor, so like that makes sense.
Yes. Yes. And they could be anyone.
Either they have like a porcelain or something that looks
Yeah, I mean,
different.
you'd have to unless you've got really good passive perception, and you weren't really if you weren't really looking for them, you'd mistake them for ordinary people. It's only when you look at them that you realize that their skin is porcelain. But yeah, you keep you then, yeah, after defeating the spy, you make your way. I believe Thraxios did deliver a sending to the Wasenshi dragon.
Yep, and they took the dragon, and we also took his Jade Lotus. And that's where flesh something was given to to our lovely blood dancer, and I have the other 2 lotuses.
Containing what?
Let me see if this is in my extras or my notes. Okay, it contains a treant and a rot troll.
Yes. An undead treant, technically. A rotting treant. And a rot troll, yes. So yes, you're yeah, and then you head to Matsuhiro territory. Matsuhiro territory. On your way to the capital of the Matsuhiro region, Matsushita. On the way, Thraxios drops a bomb. Sort of. He reveals something about himself he hadn't told you before. Do you remember what it was?
He's nobility!
He is nobility, yeah. He's related.
He nobleman, dragon person.
Yeah, he's a dragonborn.
Fosrodas.
Fusrodat, not that type of dragonborn. He's got so much draconic blood in him that he's got scaly skin. That kind of dragonborn.
Blood Dancer at some point during the trip will reach down and touch the scales.
Reach down and touch the scales?
Yeah, because he's riding on his gorilla.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, you're riding on the back of your Balgora demon, yes.
Yeah.
The big orange gorilla.
Tell his Bulgaria to gently lower him down, and he will poke Thraxios.
Why?
Because he wants to know what scales feel like.
He's always had scales, though.
Yeah. The scales are still there.
Okay, well, he's still going to poke him just because he wants to be annoying.
Okay. Okay. So, yes.
And I'm pretty sure I already knew. It's just more or less it wasn't my secret to tell, so I didn't really.
I
say
mean,
anything.
again, he's dragonborn. It's sort of obvious that he's related to the draconic line, right?
Not really something we can hide, you know.
No. Especially since, so the Matsuhiro dragon is a red and white dragon, and you're a red dragonborn. It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't hide
Take a
well.
lot to
Well,
figure
it also, so if anyone's paid attention at all to what his breath looks like, that would have also given away that would have been like a giant red flag.
Because
it is not fire. It is hot like fire, but it is not technically fire. It is a steaming jet of water.
yeah. Like molten ice, for example. Yes.
Golden
I
beam
think
of
he's only used
water.
his breath weapon like one time, so.
Yes. Okay. So, is there anything else that you feel that the party needs to know on your way home?
Nah.
Nope.
Nope. Let me see. Nope. No, not really. I mean, there's like minor stuff. I mean, the big stuff is like, hey guys, just so you know, when we get there, it might be a bigger session, yada yada yada, that kind of stuff. But otherwise, it's just really minor stuff. He would also call his dad once sending his dad again once he gets a better idea of how long it'll take, so his dad knows.
Hey, Papa.
Hey, Dad. We're about this far away.
You're on the
What's hilarious?
You're on the border,
It's my actual
right? Sorry.
Yeah, we were on the border. He would have let him know a little bit before the border, but yeah. But in real life, it's my actual dad's birthday. Funny enough.
Oh wow.
Happy birthday from us.
If Thraxios' dad is listening, many happy returns. There we go. Okay. So you're crossing over the border into Matsuhiro territory, and there's a bit more walking to do. The roads are, of course, very well paved, and you can see there are guard houses every couple of miles or so to make sure that the roads are safe. Because that's how Matsuhiro rolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all safe and no one's safe.
Mm-hmm. And you can even see from the distance that the heavily fortified capital city, at the top of the tallest and sturdiest tower, the Matsuhiro dragon himself is standing guard over his territory. Showing an example to all that you can only lead if you are prepared to fight.
We're probably too far away, but the second we get in view of the dragon, out of respect, Thrax will bow. It probably won't see him, but out of respect still.
Mm-hmm.
As they make their way.
You hear a slight from Blood Dancer.
Still a long way away yet. You got a lot more marching to do yet before you actually get there. But you can still see him in
You
the distance.
still hear a meep.
A meep. Meep. I'm assuming that both Prior and Thraxios are wearing their colors.
Yes.
Okay.
In full everything. Yeah, I have hit points today. Last week I was messed up.
Don't know what I've been told, but walking to that dragon never gets old. Oh, is that a marching
military
song?
thing? Yeah, it's a military song.
Gotcha.
It's military camp. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, if you made it clear by having it be 2 sentences instead of 1, that would have... Yeah. Anyway, took me a second.
Blood Dancer is wearing his rainbow outfit. He's going to flick his mask down because he's nervous.
Yeah. The first guard that you meet on the road will salute to Prior and Thraxios.
Thrax will salute back.
Welcome.
I shall also return.
Welcome back, soldiers. Good campaign.
As fruitful as one can be for the time.
Good. Keep it up.
You as well.
They look a little bit they're trying hard not to show it, but they're looking a little perplexed that you have a Banjin and a Kinoko and Blood Dancer who, is wearing a brightly coloured costume in tow.
As they're getting closer, he would probably switch to his horse. I imagine bringing demons near a city like this would not be a good idea.
Yeah.
So
this is basically the lawful good clan. Like, that you can't get any more lawful good than this, really. And yeah.
Don't want them to get the wrong idea marching a demon up to the gates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you switch to your horse, to Champion. And, you make your way down the road, passing, paddy fields and other farms on the way. There's a good number of there's a peasant class within Matsuhiro territory, people who don't serve in the military but still serve Matsuhiro by farming or creating fabrics and all that stuff, providing food.
Yeah.
military uniforms and fashion and all that is a big business in the military. It's taken very seriously.
Aye. And despite the fact that they are not, it's still a very military culture. So the people working the fields are very efficient and loyal. Does that make sense? And you can see it in the way that they work.
Kind of reminds me of like Spartan culture. Even the non-soldiers are trained as soldiers to an extent.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's raised with the same discipline and with the same ideas.
Don't even the women learn to fight too, as well?
Oh yeah. Even the women are strong, and you will see both in the fields and in the fortress cities that women serve alongside the men. And are expected to raise their children to do the same. And it's I imagine that either Prior or Thraxius will be explaining this to Larry, Hanoka, and Blood Dancer as you go.
Oh yeah, Thrax would give like a general rundown. He will also tell them that if a group of soldiers come running up very aggressively and they're aiming at Thrax, they're probably okay, because they might be some of the people he served with. So just be like, oh.
Upon learning more and more about the place, Blood Dancer just sinks lower and lower onto his horse.
Because this is the opposite of chaos. Yes.
There's not enough chaos here. I don't feel comfortable. You hear him mutter.
Indeed.
Don't worry. One day you get a well, as long as we all make it that far, you get a walk. You get to show us your home in a light different than what we're used to. So.
Oh yeah. So yes, the
So you are going to love our tent designs.
you're approaching the first large outpost, and you can see that there are soldiers at the gate, waiting to do their job. You imagine what their job is, I'm sure.
Either pat us down or ask who we are and what we're doing.
Thought they were there to create chaos.
Definitely not.
Thrax will get down off of what's his name? Ignatius, and will walk next to him, pulling out his identification so they can see it when he gets up there.
I'm going to hold my holy symbol out as my identification.
Good morning, ladies and gents. May I see your papers?
Good morning, gentlemen. Of course, here you go. And he's going to hand him his writ of identification. Or his scroll of pedigree, sir.
Scroll of pedigree.
Same thing. Yep.
Ah. Welcome back, sir. And this is your retinue?
You can say that, yes. They're friends I've been adventuring with for a short time.
Very well. What brings you back to, we're always glad to have you back, of course, sir, but what brings you back to Matsuhiro?
The Jade Lotus games, and I haven't been home in some time, so I'd like to see my family again.
Ah. Well, I hope you served our clan well in the games.
I did, and I hope to continue doing so.
Where's the rest of your team? I see only one other Matsuhiro.
We, actually, the group of us, even though we are from different clans, participate as one team.
Well, that's a little unorthodox. Is that even allowed?
So far, every dragon has allowed it, and the Emperor himself requested it, so until I hear different, I do believe so.
You're acting under orders from the Emperor himself.
That is what I was originally dispatched with the belief of, yes.
Interesting. I don't suppose you have a letter to that effect?
No, he wouldn't have gotten a letter because he went to his dad and Matsuhiro about it because they called him home. No, I don't. It was actually Lord Matsuhiro who told me the Emperor's wishes originally. I'm afraid he did not give me a scroll.
Well, I mean,
Blood Dancer will raise his hand.
You outrank me, sir, so I don't have any authority to question you further.
Mind me saying something, Thraxios?
Yeah, you're good, Blood Dancer.
I do not know much about your previous friend who left, but if I recall, he was grieving over somebody and wasn't in a great state of mind at the moment. In his grief, he might have forgotten to give you the scroll.
I don't believe... are you referring to Ivan? Ivan, I don't think had a scroll either.
No, it was the guy that left the group.
I know this is
Who led the
I don't
group?
think he had
Do you remember?
God.
what?
The representative of the Emperor?
Yeah,
Melon Lord.
Yeah, what was his name? His character's name was,
So, out of sheer things for its being hilarious.
Kana
Oh, is it?
Kana Takamura.
Okay. Kana. I was thinking, looking around. I was like, I know it's in here somewhere.
Anyway, what were you trying to say there, Larry?
Share things for being funny in a sense, since this does happen to be in my inventory. I'm looking at the top of it, and it says case, map, or scroll.
You've got a scroll case. Okay.
Okay. And I have paper. I'm wondering if it's possible to say that Larry has somehow sleight of the hand of Kana, at least during the travels. Because he has a decent sleight of hand.
I don't think
Larry was after Kana.
Larry never met Kana.
I know. I was like, for the sake of all this questioning, it was a good ask, at least.
Aye. Not a bad thought, but that's likely to be stuffed with your notes on the ancient art of necromancy and stuff, you know.
Fair.
I promise you though, brothers, they will cause no harm. We just come here, like I said, to participate in the games, and I missed home. It is rather chaotic away from our clan.
I imagine. No discipline at all anywhere else.
You'd be surprised how little Wasinshi has. They got upset because another team got upset because they lost, and they cried enough for them to view us as unable to battle for the time being until we return at a later date.
They make laws, but they don't seem to hold them.
I'm afraid not, no.
They bicker over the meaning of them. We all know our place. All for one.
And one for all. I think that's where he's going to. I'm going to assume that is.
Yes.
Okay, perfecto. And, Thrax.
Well, I hope you do well. Carry on.
Thank you, brother, and I hope you do well in your guard state duties as well. Hope you have a great day. And Thrax is going to hop back on Ignatius and go on his way. Oh, and get his
he
pedigree back.
He handed you back the scroll of pedigree. Yeah. And everybody else's papers.
She forgot to grab it. I'm like, oh crap.
If anybody else showed anything.
I think Pryor said he showed his holy symbol.
Yes, he did. Pull out his is it Palo? Pryor, which deity is it that you serve again?
Sorry?
Did you pick a? You've showed your divine your holy symbol. Is it?
Yes.
Is it a particular god's holy symbol, or is it?
It's the dragon holy symbol.
Or is it of the dragon? Okay, that makes sense.
Probably go for like the Matsuhiro dragon, or I believe it's Torm is the protector god.
Yes. Tom is cool.
It's fun. I'm
Their
friends
symbols,
with one of those.
their symbol's the
Or
god.
Helm.
Okay. Well,
Trying to remember which one I wanted.
you can't remember which one you wanted. All right. Well, if it was Tom, the symbol would be a white right gauntlet. And if it was Helm, it would be a staring eye on an upright left gauntlet. So, is it a right gauntlet or a left gauntlet?
Well, I'm left-handed, so let's go with left gauntlet. Easiest way to pick one. I know they're both gods to follow as a paladin.
Yeah, they're both pretty good gods for a paladin, yeah. Indeed, that's a paladin. So yeah. Tom being the god of courage and self-sacrifice, a war god. White right gauntlet, but Helm, god of protection. Life and light, A staring eye on an upright left gauntlet. So, like, yeah, so it would be like that with the eye on the palm.
Yeah, I think Helm would fit better because, well, I think one of his things is the Watcher.
That makes sense. Yeah, he's a watcher.
And
Yeah.
I am a Watcher, so.
But anyway, let's so you keep going on your way to Matsushita, the large fortified capital of Matsuhiro. And sure enough, as you approach, the gates open and there is a festival in your honor to mark your return. There are banners and streamers, there's music playing, there are dancers, all of even the dances are they're more of a display of precision of movement rather than, you know, a free flowing dance, but still. It's quite the party.
I actually just had an image of the two formations of guards that take and march like through each other without touching one.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The synchronized synchronized walking. Sorry, what?
The doctor doesn't like this performance. It doesn't look fun.
No.
Or dangerous.
No. It looks very well rehearsed and performed with discipline and precision, which is so far away from the way that Mizoku do things. That, yeah, I imagine the blood dance is very uncomfortable. Sorry?
Sinking into his horse even further. He's being a total drama queen.
Mm-hmm. Of course, the procession is designed in such a way to escort you up to your father's house. But if any of you want to break away from the party and go shopping, you can try.
I think that'd be funny. Let's try it.
Are you
I think
gonna...
I'd like. Yeah, I'm gonna try to break away to go shopping because, well, it's all flourishes of military things, correct? And, well, kind of boring.
All right.
So,
are you going to try and sneak away, or are you just going to?
I honestly think it's gonna be funny if I sneak around and get caught. So I just want to sneak just to try it.
You do want to sneak? Okay.
I do want to sneak. I want to see how far I get.
D20 plus 5, 21. Not bad. You duck into the crowds. What kind of shop are you heading for?
Stuff that has gear. More of like I guess a general store is the option, I guess.
So you're looking for adventuring gear? Are you looking
specifically?
for, like,
I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's exactly adventuring, but a forgery kit would be neat.
Mm. Okay, let me get this straight. You're in Matsuhiro territory. In fact, you're in their capital, Matsushita, of a clan that are clearly very strictly disciplined and controlled. And you're
I
looking...
assume since it's a common thing, they'd probably have it at least.
Possibly. They might have a kit that would help them copy documents. Probably wouldn't be called a forgery kit, though.
Yeah.
Since forgery is a crime.
Well, you always go like, I want disguise kits instead.
Again, there might be a costume set rather than a disguise kit. Troubadours.
Everything's in air quotes.
Yes.
Well, how about I go ahead and sell in the middle and go for a smithing tool? Some smithing tool.
Smithing tools.
Yes.
You see a smith's, an armorer, that is working away at his forge. Maybe he has a spare set of tools. You'd also see a copyright. It is actually spelled COPYWRIGHT. Like that. So
copyright.
basically a person who is skilled at the duplication of documents and images. So if you want something copied, you could maybe hire him to do it. There is, of course, also the usual clothiers and Jade Lotus shop and the a sake retail seller and stuff like that.
I will go to the smiths.
You're gonna go to the smith.
Yes.
To the armorer.
Yes.
Okay. So, he's a big lad, and he looks like he's got a touch of orc blood in him because his lower jaw sticks out beyond the upper jaw. He's got a bit of a underbite. What'd you say to
Excuse me.
Huh? Oh, hey.
You have a spare smith's tools that I can, buy off you?
You're a smith?
It seemed interesting, and this seems like the place to do it. You can't find much finer craftery than, here. That's what I've heard.
Not sure I understood that, but why don't you show me what you can do, and if I think you're a decent enough smith, I'll give you a set of tools so you can keep practicing your craft.
Okay.
So, sword blanks are there, forge is there, anvil's there. Let's see what you got.
So it's athletics, right?
Oh yeah.
Alright. This is gonna be hilarious.
What are you gonna do first?
You said forging blanks and the other?
So there are sword blanks, which are basically just strips of metal that haven't been given an edge yet. Okay? And then there's the forge, which is where the hot coals are. And there's an anvil and a hammer, which you would... Well, I'm assuming you'd know what that's for. And then there's a bucket of water for quenching the blade afterwards.
I'm going to go with the blanks first.
So you're going to pick up a blank and do what?
Alright. Yeah, you said to edge it out, right?
The sword blank doesn't have an edge.
Yes.
How are you going to give it an edge? Would you like to do a history check to see if your character
What?
remembers how to make a sword?
That'll be well. You know what? Yeah, let's see if I remember that at all. Otherwise, he's gonna make something, and who knows what it's gonna be.
4. No, you have no idea what you're supposed to do with this thing.
But damn, I'm gonna try.
So what are you going to do with the sword blank now that you have it?
Well, I'm gonna look at my repair, and I'm gonna try to do something similar to I'm gonna try to see if I can, use that blanket and model it into
How are you going to reshape the blank so that it has an edge? What do you see?
I'm assuming there's like a grind.
What do you see?
I'm assuming there's like a grindstone type.
You're gonna go over to a grindstone? Okay.
Like because I think you rub against the stone that's running to go ahead and sharpen it. I think, right?
So you start walking over to the grindstone with the blank, and the smith is just looking at you with interest, like stroking his chin. So this grindstone has a pedal to operate it. You have to step on the pedal repeatedly to make the stone spin. Let's see if you're strong enough to do it.
All right.
D20 plus 1.
20 plus 1 ADV, right? Because athletics.
Why do you have advantage on athletics checks?
I'm a rune fighter.
Does that give you advantage on athletics checks?
Depends which runes he has.
Let's see, which ones do I have?
Unless you went giant, then you don't have advantage on checks right now.
Are you gonna go giant? Are you gonna go large? In the middle
yeah, I have cloud and frost. So you know what? Yeah, let's go giant, because.
Okay. So you go big, knocking the grindstone over and hitting several of the other items around you. Knocking over a weapon rack. What the fuck? You know what? Give me that blank back. Get the hell out of my shop. Come on.
Well, okay.
Just so you know, in future, Seth, what you were supposed to do is he took
the blank.
He took the blank in the forge first, so that it's soft, and then take it over to the anvil and beat it with the hammer.
I always thought this would be, not anything I needed history for or anything. I'm like, if I have proficiency, I'm like, I thought it'd be cool, with it. So.
Do you have proficiency with smith tools?
I do.
Okay.
I thought that's why I could just do it.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Then, let's see if you added. So your check before, where you did a history check. What did you roll on that?
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4.
Because
yeah,
it's actually in my things.
Even if you added your proficiency bonus to that, it would have still only have been an 8.
At least I wouldn't make what I was thinking, but still.
So this time you forgot what you were doing. It's been a while. You might have.
Well, I can do guidance. Shit.
Okay, add guidance to the roll and see if you can get it above a 10.
Alright, so it's okay, so I have proficiency to it, right? Since
So adding proficiency would bring it up to a +8. Your guidance is a D4.
Alright. So history was okay, so
Just roll a D4, please.
so roll D4? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
You could also have used your frost rune to have added 2 to it.
My frost.
If you use a bonus action.
Let me see what the frost one does.
You can invoke this rune as a bonus action to increase your sturdiness. For 10 minutes, you gain a +2 bonus to all ability checks and saving throws that use strength or con. So that would have been more when you were trying to use the grindstone. But, or, alternatively when you're hammering away at the blank.
Yeah.
1 would have gotten you up to 9. Given that you do have a proficiency, you might have remembered the right way to actually make a sword. So should we retcon that and have you actually put the blank in the forge until it's glowing?
Please?
And then pull it out and start hammering away on the anvil?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to make an athletics check now?
Yes.
And if you make yourself big, you'd have advantage on the strength check.
Yeah, so I'm still being big. So yeah.
You might want to warn him that you're about to go big so that he can make sure that the coast is clear.
I can make myself a bit large.
Oh.
I step outside first and then try to head in here again.
Alright, don't break my roof. Okay.
Alright,
and biggin.
I'll step outside and biggin.
Now, bear in mind that now that you're large, the sword blank in your hand is a lot smaller. It's like holding a toothpick. Well, it's more like holding a dagger, really, compared to the longsword blade it is. But you got advantage on the strength check, so if you wanted to do an athletics check now, we'll add you Smith Tools proficiency as well. And get
I also cast guidance again.
If you want, so it's a D20 +5 with advantage plus an additional D4, and if you want to invoke your frost rune, you can add another 2 to that too.
Yeah.
Why did you put... Oh, right, yeah. Okay, 20. Yeah. You hammer out a good blade. Quench it in the bucket of water. All right. You know what you're doing with a set of tools. Well, I'm a man of my word. So here you go. Full set of Smith tools. So that's... What do we need? Well, you definitely need a hammer. Where's the thing? I do have a list somewhere. Yep, there we go. No, that's not it. But anyway, he gives you a full set of smithing tools, including tongs and hammer and... oh, there we go. So it includes a small file, a set of... no, that's... Smith's tools include hammer, tongs, charcoal, rags, and a whetstone. You can use Smith's tools to help you in Arcana and History checks relating to metal objects like weapons and armor. It can improve. You can add your proficiency for investigation checks if you're investigating armor, weapons, or other metalwork, and of course, with access to your tools and an open flame hot enough to make the metal pliable, like a forge, you can restore 10 hit points to a damaged metal object for each hour of work.
So I add that to my thing.
So you have smith tools now.
Woo!
Okay. You can even use smith's tools to try and break a non-magical metal object. Sunder a metal object. Okay. So you snuck off and got your smith tools. Is anybody else being mischievous? Blood Dancer. Are you remaining in the procession, or are you sneaking off?
He is remaining in the procession, mostly because he's afraid he'll get lost otherwise.
Okay. How about Hanoka? Is Hanoka behaving herself?
Yeah, I am. I don't want to get killed.
Okay. So, yeah. The procession with all of its pomp and ceremony, you know. The brass band. Well, wouldn't be a brass band in this culture, but still. Yep, you get led up to your father's house, where your father's servants are the procession stops at the public procession stops at the door, and beyond the gates of your great house, the staff are lined up from the gate to the door of the house, and standing in the doorway of the house is your family. And of course, your father is standing in front of them, ready to greet you. The staff all salute you as you come level with them. So as you're walking forward, each staff member on either side of you that is in line with you salutes.
As he walks, he will like bow his head slightly to each of them, just as a sign of acknowledgement.
Mm-hmm. That's true. They probably would bow rather than salute, but yeah. So it'd be like a wave of bowing people.
Blood Dancer is very confused. Whenever he bows, it's part of a performance.
And your father... Yeah, your father stands waiting to receive you.
When he finally gets close, he is just going to smile and open his arms. It's good to see you again, Dad, Mother.
Initial reports said that you had 5 in your party. Why do I only see 4?
Blood Dancer counts each person.
Sure
Yeah,
enough,
very
there's only
good.
Blood Dancer, Hanoka, Prior, and Thraxios. Larry's gone missing.
That would be because evidently our new member has decided to wander off.
Do you want me to go find him?
You really should keep better discipline over your troops.
Well, part of my mission is to try and unify the clans based on their own personalities, so...
Still, you could instill our... What's the word? You could instill if you cannot instill our values on your fellows, on your allies, how do you hope to instill them on the rest of Chaipan?
Well, I encourage them, Father, but I will not force people to change their ways just to bow to our clan's beliefs. That's not part of what I was sent out to do.
Nonsense. The only reason why the Emperor would want a unified Chaipan would be, logically, to make sure that each clan is as disciplined as ours.
But
anyway.
trying really hard not to snort.
Let's not do this in front of the servants. Come inside. We had laid a feast for you.
Do you want me to go find there,
Larry.
Larry, or do you want to see if he can make his own way here?
I assume he can make his own way, and if not, then, well, we'll find him in the morning.
I don't want to leave him out there. Not with, what happened earlier.
What?
We may have faced an attempted assassination on our way, leaving the last clan's territory.
An assassination?
Yes.
This little...
I don't want to leave our friend out there.
This little experiment of the Emperor's is actually getting people's attention, then.
Yes, it's gotten the attention of a whole clan, it would seem. This is not the first time we've had issues with the clan that attempted to take our lives.
Which clan would that be?
Where's it? I've written down.
Tanako.
The Tanako clan. I reckon I should probably report to Lord Matsuhiro about it at some point as well, so he's aware.
Dishonorable, sneaky bastards.
There's worse news than that too, but we will wait. That can wait for later times.
Though they are not usually known for being obvious, so if they are making it known that they are opposed to this, there's probably something far deeper and far more devious going on. I do not.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. It's grave news.
What other news?
Let us get inside first. It is better discussed away from the open.
Indeed.
Do you want me to go find Larry?
Your better already told you no.
He's my friend, not my better, sir.
It'll be
is
right.
Dragonkin, and you are not. He is your better. Remember that.
It's alright, Blood Dancer. There's some people here in the estate that if I can find them, I can send to go find him.
The dancer just looks to the door nervously. He'd snap back at the father, but he thinks better of it, and he's more worried about Larry.
Do you want to sneak off?
No, he doesn't want to make things even more tense. But he is going to sort of make it obvious he's worried about Larry. Like, he's not backing down, he's just got other priorities.
You're not backing down.
No, he's not acting submissive. It's more like, I have other things to worry about than your opinion of me.
Are you going to hold your tongue, or are you going to backtalk?
He's not going to backtalk, but he's just going to look away at the door nervously, like he's worried about Larry.
Okay. So anyway, the entrance hall is grand, is beautiful. There are yet more servants lining the hallway. And leading it. Sorry?
Does Thrax see any of his 3 retainers that got sick thanks to the party when he first showed up into he needs to find one of them real quick to send him to go grab Larry.
Yeah, one of them is actually right at the entrance of the dining room, and they keep breaking discipline slightly by, excitedly glancing in your direction, like seeing if you're on your way yet,
Like, who is he coming? He's coming. When he gets up there, he'll stop by them real quick. And just give a quick description of Larry. See if you can go through the town and find him. He seems to have broken off, and I'd like to make sure he gets back safely.
You want us to find a Kinoko goblin?
Yes.
Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. I will be back forthwith.
And he made sure to
Go on.
ask. He made sure to ask one of his 3 original retainers that, just because he knows they wouldn't judge, because they're kind of weird anyway, like him.
They're
So.
loyal to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him first, and then the clan, then the family, then the clan. Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway. So Pryor is biting his tongue. What's going on in his head that he's not letting out? I'm curious.
That he's a dick for talking down to the others because they're not a member of the clan or Dragonborn.
Yeah, clearly clearly though from his behavior, he feels that all Chaipan should be should have the values of Matsuhiro. But yeah.
I promise, as disrespectful as his dad is, his mom's not as bad.
Your dad does have this cool sort of, like, he has white scales in amongst the red, and there are the transition between white and red is like frost, you know?
He got the cool skill design.
Sorry?
I said he got the cool skill design.
Yeah. And yeah, so the banquet hall is open, and your father takes his seat at the head of the table. Your mother next to him on one side. What seat do you take?
He will take the seat opposite of his mother.
Mm-hmm. Where would you suggest your friends sit, and in what order?
Probably next to him, and just to be safe, it'd be Prior Hanoka, Bladin.
Prior Hanoka, then Blood Dancer?
Yeah, actually, he'll put himself, ask Blood Dancer to sit down next to him, just so he can make sure Blood Dancer's okay. Then Prior.
Stick Blood Dancer between you and Prior.
Yeah, just to make sure she's okay, or he's okay.
That might actually be the best decision.
Yes.
He did express distress, so.
All right, cool. And opposite them, you see various other members of your family, as like, you know, aunts, uncles, cousins, and the higher level members of the household who are not blood relatives, but nevertheless serve the household in a honorable position, like the house bookkeeper, like the personal armorer, the lawyer, etc. Those are at the other end of the, you know, they're still at the table, but at the far end from the family. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's quite a feast. There's rice dishes and vegetable dishes and dough balls and dim sum and yeah. Good stuff. Gyoza. Sushi.
Sushi! Yeah. Much sushi, much sushi. Actually, I'm a bigger fan of rice, so but sushi rice.
I'm actually curious, like, so it's common for dragons and dragonkin to, prior to eating their food, use their breath magic on it to make it more palatable for them. Would you steam breath the sushi before you ate it?
Just because it's in front of his father, yes.
Cooking it in the process, of course. Okay. So yes, your party digs into the feast. It seems that the meal is taking place more or less in silence. The only words spoken, and only when necessary, seem to be when it is necessary to pass a dish, or request that a dish be passed. Do any of you have anything that you want to say to break the silence, or do you respect the silence and eat quietly?
Blood Dancer is keeping quiet and looking kind of uncomfortable, but the food is extremely nice, so he also looks somewhat pleased.
Oh yeah, it's really good food. Hanoka? Are you eating with chopsticks or with your hands?
With my hands.
Blood Dancer, same question. You're muted.
What was the question?
Are you eating using the chopsticks provided?
Yeah, he's probably going to eat using the chopsticks provided. Probably showing off his impressive chopstick skills.
And juggle with them?
Maybe not juggle.
You don't want to out yourself as Mazoku?
Oh, he's proudly Mazoku. But is there like some other, like more subtle tricks he can do?
Like pretend to shove it in your ear and pull it out your nose?
Quite that. Like a few weird finger tricks that he might show Fraxios and Aya.
Do you do the whole like severed thumb trick?
Yes.
Okay. While they're feasting, more or less quietly, with Blood Dancer...
I am definitely trying to make them laugh.
Yes, you're trying to break their discipline and amuse yourself. Yes. What is Larry up to?
Alright, so making sure I have confirmation, the set didn't cost me a thing, right?
Yeah, he gave you the Smith
Alright.
tools because you impressed him.
Okay. I guess since Larry is free from pretty much people's interactions right now, I guess he's gonna go to see what the store has, the Jade Lotus store. There he is. I forgot the name.
The Jade Lotus store. So you want to get... Are you looking for a lower level creature that you can train up to level 10, or do you want a ready to go level 10 creature?
Honestly, I am fine with either, really. I'm more looking for something that just fits the theme of either, ghastly or, something with fire. So, or something that can slowly be merged to help with certain abilities of my creatures.
Something that fits your clan, or something that just fits... You just like fiery undead?
Fiery or undead, basically.
Fire undead. You're 10 hands, you're not Kanoko. I'm getting confused. Let's have a look. Okay. So you go to the shop and ask to see everything he's got that is undead or fiery.
Yes.
That's an unusual request. Well, there is the, Damn, what was it called? Hold on. No. We have a one noodle.
So you guys have one?
No. A one noodle. It is a creature that looks like a great burning wheel. You do not know this word?
That does not know this word, so yes.
That's a one noodle.
Alright. Because I know like a Greek one where it's like the person's tied to the wheel, but not where it's a face tie.
No, it's not a person tied to it. It's a disembodied undead head at the hub of the wheel. Or demonic head, depending on your perspective. The fire wheel. It's a yokai.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm like imagining it with like combining it with my with Rick. Honestly, already because like if it's fire wheel, then with fire head. But yes. Really? Can I see it?
Well, no. That is not the way it is done. You
Well,
did not release the creatures in the city. That is...
Oh. Well, sorry, I just want to make sure I'm getting what it is. But, okay, how much?
I will part with it for 120 gold pieces.
Yeesh. Well,
Would you prefer something else?
yes, that's a bit out of my price range.
We have managed to acquire a banshee.
A banshee?
A banshee. We have a flame skull and a ghost. I think I also have... Yes, I have a ghoul available.
So,
Yeah.
what's the price on all those?
Revenant.
Going from...
A sword race.
So kind of level with you. I only have, 20 gold on me.
20 gold.
Yes.
Do you have any other items to trade, perhaps, to make up the difference?
Well, I also have a chance and a rot troll.
A rot troll. The rot troll is worth money. What else would you like to trade?
Well, I'm quite attached to my adept and my flame school, so it's really only the treant and the rot troll.
Treant. The treant, you said. Treant. Okay. I would happily take both of those in exchange for let us see. We want something fiery or undead. A chain fiend, or perhaps an ifrit.
An ifrit?
An ifrit.
I think I'll go with the ifrit.
Good choice. I will take your rot troll and your treant, and I give you this ifrit.
Okay. So, how do I spell ifrit? I want to make sure I'm spelling this right.
RFRIT, I do believe.
I think in D&D, yeah, it's EFREETI.
Yep, I knew I was going to misspell that, so that's why I asked.
It's a little overpowered for you at the moment. You're going to have to level up before you can use it. You got rid of 2 CR9 creatures and got a CR11. But he fire. He fire incarnate.
Yeah.
He fire boy. Strong fire boy.
He flushy.
Sorry?
He foosh.
He foosh. He very foosh. Okay. So. You have your Afriti and you still have 20 gold pieces. What do you want to do?
It is surprising that I have yet to find... You know what? I think I'll do a performance, because why not? If Blood Dancer can do it, I think I can do it. Try a performance in the square.
Okay. So you're going to just walk into the middle of the square, pull out your... what? Hand drum?
Yes, the hand drum.
And just begin playing and singing? Is that right?
Yes, I'm going to try to do, cadences and, it's a military place, so he's trying to fit in with the theme.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Performance is an 8. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty good. You see a couple of soldiers walking towards you. You there.
Yes.
Do you have a license for public performances?
I wasn't aware that I needed one. I thought, well, it'd be, accepted. That's, well, to have up, the people around. If it's considered racket, I apologize.
Would you like us to escort you to the offices where you can acquire a license?
Ah,
As these two guardsmen are accompanying you, walking either side of you, another young man comes up and says, "Excuse me, officers, but may I ask where you are taking this goblin?" "We're taking him to the offices for licensing." "Oh. Well, I suppose that's okay, but my master asked me to come looking for this goblin and escort him to the what's your family name again, Thraxios?
Danketsu.
To the Danketsu household. Is that so? Well, we'll leave him in your charge then, but if anything goes amiss, we'll be paying a visit to the Danketsu household. Don't worry, sis. Everything is in order. All for one. One for all. Larry, isn't it? Yeah?
yes.
Come with me. I'll take you up to the house.
Okay. So, are you with, Thraxius?
Yes, I serve Thraxius. I am one of his retainers. We would have been traveling with him, but we all fell ill on the day we were supposed to be leaving. But we're quite well now.
Oh. That's great.
It's probably best if you don't know the laws and the code of conduct to just keep your head down while you're here. Don't
So, just stick around Thraxius and do what he says.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
All right. Thank you for letting me know. I, do my best to try to fit in. Well, with the places, try to fit in the laws. I don't, I'm not trying to break them.
Okay. I'm glad I found you. Those, believe me, you don't want to try and jump through all of the, what's the word? Damn it.
Legal hurdles?
Oops.
That's not the word I'm looking for, but yeah. Everything that you would need to get the licensing, it would, trust me, it's not worth it. Just come with us to the house and enjoy the meal that's been laid out for you
Okay.
and your friends.
Oh, walking there. Can you tell me more about yourself?
Oh, you don't need to know about me.
Well, it makes for good, talk and travel.
Well, There's not much to say, really. I've lived and worked for the Danketsu household my entire life. When Thraxius came of age, so did I, and I was, and before I was a member of his personal entourage, I was one of his assigned playmates. We grew up together. We played together. Me and the other two probably know him better than anyone, and he us. But we know our place. Thraxius is a Danketsu, and we are not.
It's something that's impressive that you should go and, play with it, and all these other things that you get to know someone so nice.
Our mothers sold us to the, well, it's probably not the best way to put it. We were brought to the household to be raised as servants because it would give us a better life.
You need a hug? You kind of sound like you want a hug.
No. Thank you, though. Anyway, here we are. I'll accompany you to the main doors. But from there, I can't go into the main hall. But I'm sure you'll find your friends in there, including Thraxius.
If I happen to go the wrong way, you at least give me a shout that I should be heading in a certain direction.
I'll point you in the right direction, don't worry. And he takes you.
Thank you. I'm kind of small and I tend to get lost about, big places.
He actually leads you all the way to the banquet hall door. And then quietly points you towards the head of the table where Thraxius, Blood Dancer, Prior, and Hanoka are sitting. And they're all sitting relatively quietly. There's a little bit of gossiping amongst the lower end of the table about Hanoka taking great big handfuls of rice and stuffing them into her mouth. And about the tricks that Blood Dancer is doing. I imagine there is a napkin dancing, apparently of its own volition, between Blood Dancer's hands. So, what do you do, Larry?
I go ahead and make my way over to Thraxius. And I try to clear my throat a little bit. And... excuse me, Thraxius?
Oh, you got with us. Yes.
Where should I sit? I don't want to, presume and, sit in the wrong place and get on, someone's bad side.
Next to Hanoka, she should have an open spot.
Okay. I traded on the things and I got a new Jade Lotus.
What did you get?
In a feet.
You're getting scowled at by various people on the table.
We will continue this discussion in a little bit.
Alright, thank you. And do his best to head to the,
To the empty chair.
to the chair. You think it's hard for him to climb since it's probably bigger than him?
I imagine that you've gotten used to climbing up onto medium-sized chairs by now.
Okay.
But it doesn't have a booster seat, so you're The table probably comes up to your chest. But yeah, there's lots of food. And there's digging. Do you use the chopsticks? Or do you use your hands?
I feel like he go ahead and use chopsticks, and if he has difficulty, he's gonna mage hand some of the food to him. He's doing his best with chopsticks.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing the same thing I was just doing and gorging down food so fast I almost choke. Well, yeah. I was just choking on bacon because I ate it too fast and I didn't chew.
Oh no.
No.
I'm okay. I felt my throat trying to swallow it, and I was like, "Babe!" And then suddenly my throat calmed down when I shouted, and it was able to work its way down. Scared the crap out of me. Always chew your food, kids.
Indeed.
Yes, your kids.
Making the most treacherous of foods.
Okay. So yes, the feasting continues more or less in silence. And then, after the main course is done, out come the desserts. And yeah. The feasting continues. With the gnocchi, is that what they're called? The little
The mochi balls.
mochi. Yeah. Nom.
I've had one and I've actually had one and it tasted a little weird, but I have to try a different flavor one next time and see if I like it more.
Fair. Okay. Once the meal is completely concluded, the majority of the household staff that are sat lower down, as well as the aunts, uncles, cousins, etc., excuse themselves from the table, leaving only Thraxius's mother and father and the party. So, my son, the Emperor has asked you and your fellows to encourage all of Chaipan to accept people of various clans rather than just their own dragons people.
Yes.
I hope that you are continuing to represent your clan well and have not lost any of your discipline.
I have continued to represent our clan to the best of my capabilities and in the way that I believe not only you, but Lord Matsuhiro himself would be proud.
We shall see. I have arranged for a test of your strategic skills.
Oh, and what will this test consist of?
You and the rest of your party will play a challenge with your chosen Jade Lotus creatures, of course, against my own team of 5 skilled warriors. And, of course, Jade Lotus trainers. They have trained and fought together for years. They are the best of my personal trainers. You shall face off against them, but the main objective is not to completely defeat your enemy. No. In the center of the arena will be a pole. On that pole hangs the family crest. You must capture and hold the banner. For 10 rounds. Whoever still holds the banner at the end of those 10 rounds will be declared the winner. Do you understand the rules of the challenge?
Yes, and I find them rather agreeable.
And the rest of your party?
He will look down the line at everybody else. Does it sound agreeable to you all?
Bring it on, says Blood Dancer with a smile.
I'll just silently nod.
Okay.
Very cocky smile.
Hanoka?
And I'll go, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Did I?
Donkey Kong?
Anthony?
Yes.
Quick question.
believe
I
you
did
say
train
0
Silas
line.
up to level... Okay, I did train Silas up to level 10.
Yeah.
He has the potent spellcasting. Okay, I just wanted to make sure real quick before we went into this.
Woot woot.
Filter.
Shh, Toby, shush, 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 Toby, shush.
I guess it's not
Larry
bad.
would just go ahead and try to peek to Thrax, seeing, if he should join, because he's trying to do his best, in this, more stricter environment.
At an angle where his dad can't see, Thrax has a half smile and just nods his head.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Well then, let us go. And we shall see for ourselves. Ooh, perfect. Okay. So, you go out to the grounds at the back of the great house. And sure enough, there is a Jade Lotus arena with the banner on a pole in the center of the arena. Standing on the far side are 5 champions of the Matsuhiro clan. Each of them have a Jade Lotus ready to bring out. And they are all wearing plate armor and are armed with great swords and short bows.
Yeah, that should work.
We have a few minutes to deliberate a strategy.
Are you asking this in character?
Yes.
Let me know when your party is prepared.
Okay.
My only question is it Jade Lotus creatures only, or are the warriors combatants as well?
You must capture the banner by any means necessary.
That doesn't limit the number of Jade Lotus creatures either.
Perfect.
Did he specifically say a Jade Lotus creature or just any means necessary? Asking this out of character, Anthony.
Yeah. Let's have the Jade Lotus rules be the same as usual, that you can bring out one at a time.
Okay, perfect.
The next one has to be brought out only when the previous one has been returned. And you are... But you can, rather than standing back and not being involved, you can and should participate yourselves as well.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Real quickly, guys, we can super cheese this. If Silas can get up there and grab it and get back, and someone can cover him, I can wall of force us all off so they can't get to us.
I can also jump really high, so if something happens to Silas, I can jump up there and grab it. So should I perhaps go on to Silas?
I don't think anything you have would be able to ride Silas. It is a very weird creature to try and ride. He is a snake.
Philip has a 40-foot fly, so I imagine he can
Silas has
fly that.
Lava
imagine
can just throw one of us.
Well, the reason I'm saying Silas is just because he can fly, and he has 90 feet of fly. So he can fly there, grab it, fly back.
But what if they have a flying creature?
That is...
I have two
Is it
flying
hold
creatures.
the flag or hold the position?
You have to hold the position. You have to defend the banner. You can't just grab it. You have to
It's a
stand
thing.
in the middle of the arena and protect the banner for 10 rounds of combat.
Oh, it's like a... Okay, so it's like a protect the fort.
Yeah.
I could get my tiny hut up, but I need 10 rounds to do it.
No, so if we hold it,
What I
how
could
many-
do is be
what-
as annoying as possible and make them target me.
that
Can-
works.
Can I try to give a motivational speech to my fellow teammates?
Prior to... You're going to use your...
Motivational speech.
Okay. So,
I have unlocked a new cheesy form, and I can't wait to use it.
does that give a buff?
Gives a buff of 5 temp HP,
So
and they also have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
So everybody's got 5 HP. 5 temp
Uh,
HP.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
And
take a...
advantage on wisdom saves. Okay.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and bring it up. Therefore, I am not going in having to seem like I am just...
Yeah, I'm trying
Alright,
to find
here
it
we
on
go.
the character sheet, and I don't see it, but that's okay.
It's like in my spells at the bottom.
It's a spell?
Spells.
Oh yeah, motivational speech. What book's that from?
Okay.
There you
Okay,
go.
guys. So I have 2 plans. Who do we want to hold the flag?
AI?
Oh, actually, no. If we just have to hold the spot, never mind. This works. Okay.
Acquisitions Incorporated. Okay.
So we should probably focus predominantly on either taking out their ranged or being defensive. Which do you guys think would be the better move?
I think we should take and separate the focus and have some of us go after the trainers or creatures, and then some of us defending the position.
We can do that. I can hold the position with Silas. I think we should be careful how we do this, though. I think we should only, if we're going to get aggressive and go out and fight, only send Jade Lotus creatures. That way we don't risk one of us being knocked out completely.
Yeah, I have an idea on how to take them out. It's just whether or not it'll work.
Where do you think
Works.
I could work best? I could do both, but my creatures tend to be quite tanky, so maybe I'll be a better defender.
I think most of those of us that are actual Jade Lotus tamers, pretty much. We should stay back and predominantly focus on defense while we use our Jade Lotus creatures to any that have range to take out any ranged combatants, while we use our close range to fight what we have up close. We should also tag anything that gets within close range. We should tag team in wiping out.
Well, I have Polar Master, so as long as I stand at the center, anyone who tries to come in range will be attacked by me. And then I was going to use Elf Lobber for some ranged attacks.
Elf lava.
That works.
Yeah.
Elf Lobber, the what was that? Giant?
Oh,
My fire giant.
elf lava. Elf lava. Okay, yeah.
I keep hearing Elf Lover, and I'm like, what?
I thought he said lava, like, liquid hot magma.
That'd be a cool elf. So just to double check.
Send out my Bagheera or my Hydra. The Bagheera is most likely to annoy them and possibly distract them, but it's not going to last long as my Hydra.
Probably the Hydra, honestly.
Honestly, I think the Hydra would be your best for defense creature.
Okay.
Either way, your Jade Lotus creatures will be acting after you on your initiative.
Okay, perfect. So we won't have to worry too much about that. Okay. Before we do this, Silas, since this works for ability checks, and this is just annoying and funny, is going to bless Rax so he gets the +4 to his initiative, because he's just going to be that guy.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think we have a plan. It's alright, just to double check everybody. Plan. We hold the point. We use Jade Lotus creatures to provide long range or close range combat. Anybody?
I think that's about right. We just,
Okay.
we can stand our ground.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I also have heat metal, and they have some very heavy armor.
Yes, they do.
That's fair. I also have Searing Schmoit, so... Oh, I have Heat Metal too. Oh god, this is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
We are a terrible party to use metal armor against.
Yeah, but you can only focus on one at a time with that, can't you?
For Heat Metal, yes. But I have other things I can do.
Yeah.
I also have a new plan for Silas, because he unlocked 2 new forms that are just super broken.
Uh-oh.
Oh. One of them's a wizard, one of them's a monk. So we're gonna have fun with this.
Fun. Okay, so... Are we ready to roll initiative?
I do believe so.
Assume your position
roll.
60 feet from your opponents. And go ahead and roll. God damn it.
We roll for both our Jade Lotus and ourselves, or just ourselves?
No, our Jade Lotus goes with us.
Right.
So just for yourself.
Alright.
I think I have advantage on initiative too. I do. Thank you, Sentinel Shield. 19. Oh, come on, you bloody assistants.
Don't we also get a +4 due to Wasn't it
Fire
Prior's
Sting?
thing?
Oh god. Yeah, so that's a 23 for me.
Okay.
I'm trying to find where my Hydra is.
I'll send you. I don't think you've
Oh yeah, it's not got a sheet. It's got a
stat
themabob.
block. You're still using the basic stat block because you haven't trained.
Yeah,
it
but if
yet.
I recall, you upgraded the stat block.
Oh. Shit.
It had the defensive thingy.
Did I send that to you in the private DMs or did I?
Are we rolling our creatures or for us or both?
Just yourselves.
We are our creatures for this initiative roll. And I
That
forgot
did
to
not
add
go
it,
well.
Anthony, but with Prior's +4 thing, yeah, that was a 25. I wasn't sure if you heard or not. Just because
Okay.
I'm getting all the stuff
Okay.
out the way really early.
Sean, just use the standard stat block for now because I don't remember what we did to change it.
I think all we did was give him the defense. No, he was an attack Hydra. That's it.
Did you train with it?
Yeah, he trained with it, but a Hydra is a difficult creature to
Okay,
train.
Phoebe just rolled a dice for the first time ever, and she got a 20.
Very cool. Shame it doesn't count.
Can I take that as my initiative roll?
No.
Baby's first D20.
So the baby goes first, and then.
I guess it is the champion.
One more roll.
Don't forget we get a +4 to our initiative bonuses,
Yes.
and then Amanda gets
that would've
the
been-
advantage.
Yeah, you'd have advantage as well, Hanoka. Reroll, please, Hanoka.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay.
It's me of my first ever canon D&D dice roll. It was a nat 20.
Let's see.
That's cool.
8d6. Then we've got that. Okay. Okay. 1d10. Okay. It's that one. I mean, what's this one do? Okay.
And I actually got her to type it in on my phone so that my roll was technically her rolling.
Mm-hmm. So,
So not only did she actually roll a
So is that-
d20, like, typically.
oh, you're talking about your kid. Okay.
Yes.
I was confused. So,
That one,
Should that have been-
I rolled combo the first time, and I realized that I wasn't supposed to.
okay. So
So that's
13 is
Hanoka.
Hanoka, but with a +4 on it from Lone Fist, right? So that would be a 17.
Yepperoonie.
Okay. So the highest with because Thraxis you forgot to add the +4 also.
Yep.
So that's
So it's
23.
actually a 23.
Yeah. So Thrax first. Followed by the champions. And then I do believe it would be Hanoka on 17. And then Lone Fist, no, Prior, sorry, on 14. Blood Dancer on 13. Is that really? Yeah. And Larry on 11.
Oh my god, okay.
Okay. Thrax. Do you want to release a Jade Lotus? Do you want to...
As usual, Silas is of course already out, so... Because, Silas never goes away. Yeah, he will step out. He's going to bonus action Shield of Faith, because, yes, 21 AC is nice. Then Silas is going to transform and waste his movement, because this works better.
Okay.
And it is going to be... give me 1 second. I'm double checking something real quick. I guess okay, yeah, fucking that spell's so bad. Actually, that might come in handy now. Well, no, my party members, so let's not do that. He's going to become a Githyanki Gish.
Okay. Which type of Githyanki is that?
Githyanki Gish is what it says in D&D Beyond. It's it says medium humanoid, Gith wizard, any alignment. But it is a humanoid, so it is something he can do. And it's CR 10, so it's just in his range. I have no idea. It's Mordenkainen Monsters Universe. Of Multiverse, sorry. I forgot that's the book I have. I keep wanting to say it's Mordenkainen's, but I don't
Oh, wow,
that.
yep, there really is something called a Githyanki Gish.
I promise I'm not lying.
I've heard of people refer to a Gish to mean like a particular kind of build, but I've never actually seen something titled Gish. Anyway,
Yep.
So Salus becomes a Gish, and where are they positioned at the moment? Are they still in the starting line? Are they moving forward?
Yeah, probably starting line, because I would say Thrax would have jumped down next to him, so...
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, they'll both just move 15 feet forward. Nothing forward, closer to that, just 15 feet. And Thrax will use the dodge action, because he didn't use his action.
Okay.
I have nothing else. Wait, let me double check that. That may have just been a lie. Shield of Faith is a bonus action, right? It might not be. Hold on. I may have just lied.
Let's see.
Bless.
You bringing it? Sorry, I just had a
Yeah, how do you bring it up in the Discord? Because D&D Beyond's being slow and it sucks.
spell. Shield of Faith, you said, right?
Yes. I can't remember if it was a bonus action or an action. I know it's concentration. I just can't remember if it was bonus or...
Bonus action.
Okay, perfect.
I was going to use it too. You can still use it too, Prior. It's fine.
I just used it because it gave me a 21 AC, and I was like, yeah?
Yeah, I was just saying it just helps me that you pulled it up like that.
You're going to bed.
Oh, crap.
Okay. The champions, if you're done,
Yeah, I have nothing else in mind.
are going to, in perfect synchronization with each other, release their Jade Lotus creatures and 5 Deva fly into the air and come down on the banner.
That's one way to do it.
So yes, the Can I see you soon. So the banner pole is being protected by 5 buff angels. And they each hold an action. Hanoka, what would you like to do?
I am going to take out Klombo, first of all. So I think that'd take my action away.
Yes, releasing your Jade Lotus creature takes your action. But then
So-
Klombo can go charge if he wants.
Yes. Klombo charge.
Klombo charge. Klombo,
I'm gonna go- Yes. Can I reach the buff angel looking dudes?
Yes, he has a 60-foot movement speed, so he can Klombo right up to them. But as soon as he gets within melee range, at least
The other ones can go after.
at least one of the Davery is gonna go clump with their mace. So are you sure you want to get within clumping range? Or are you gonna hang back
No.
and freezing breath the fuckers?
Hang breath. Hang breath. Hang breath?
Hang breath.
Yeah. I'm gonna hang back and use freezing breath.
All right. So.
Is there a possibility that I could get? Oh yes, I do believe I could get
all of them.
more than one.
Oh yeah. Can't save. It's a skill for con, so yeah. 4. And yeah. ADV. Oh god, it's not again. So yeah. Oh no. I just saw what Larry's planning. No. Anyway, so Clumbo's freezing breath DC is a DC 17. So 2 of the Davas pass, and 3 of them do not. So roll your 8d10 cold damage, please. $45. And yeah, so 3 of them take 45. And the other 2 each take 22. Well done. First blood. Prior.
'Tis my turn.
'Tis your turn.
Most excellent. How far are up in the air are the Devas?
They're hovering only a few feet off the ground around the banner. They're not up in the air, really. They're just...
Would I be within melee range if I put myself within 30 feet of the farthest one?
Within 30... Don't you have to be within 5 feet of your opponent to be able to hit them with a melee weapon?
Yes.
So if you're only within 30 feet of them...
I'm assuming they're only like 5 feet apart each.
What are you trying to do?
Abjure. Abjure the extra planar.
So you're trying to avoid being hit by them?
Yes, and turn them.
Okay. So... Your ability... Abjure the extra planar. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend within 30 feet of you that can hear, you must make a wisdom saving throw. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna... 30 feet. Yeah. Off all 5 of them would be in a 30-foot cone. So... Damn it. I spilled cola on my keyboard earlier. And now whenever I hit space, it does a whole freaking line of spaces. Wisdom, yes? Yes. Plus 9. $27, $27, $28, $23, and $18.
Damn. Nowhere close to a fail on any of them.
They stand firm. No running.
Alright, then I'm going to summon my fire giant. Oh, that's an action. Shit. Okay, so Shield of Faith, and then next turn I'll do Fire Giant.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Blood Dancer. You muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yay! I do have a question.
Okay.
I kind of want Blood Dancer to roll an insight to see if
To see if what? What happened?
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you again now. You said you wanted
You
to
can
roll...
hear me?
Yeah, you wanted to roll an insight check to see if what?
See if I could get a vibe for Draxios' dad. I get the impression he doesn't like the non-thingies. And I'm
Why?
concerned this battle might end up a bit more lethal.
Okay. So instead of doing anything to protect yourself or defeat your opponents, you want to use your action to make an insight check.
It's just, I don't know.
Your passive insight's 12.
Yeah.
You that's enough for you to make to not trust his motivations, but you don't know exactly what his motivations are unless you use an action to make an insight check. But using your action to make an insight check means that you won't be bringing a Jade Lotus creature out, or whatever else it is you were planning to do.
I'm going to send out my Hydra.
And then are you going to send your Hydra towards the Devas?
What? The Devas, did you say?
Are you sending the Hydra to attack the angels or not?
Hydra Tour. You cut out after the tour.
Can anyone
Buff
else?
angels.
Can anyone else hear me?
I can.
Okay.
You want to send your Hydra to the Devas?
Noodle, can you hear any of us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I wasn't sure if you said Deva or not.
Yes, I did. And since you didn't seem to understand what I meant, I then tried saying, do you want to send the Hydra to attack the angels? Because that's what they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah,
do you have
I'll send them
Go
to
on.
attack the angels.
Okay. So your Hydra has 5 heads at the moment. So it has 5 bite attacks against the Devas.
Okay.
5 iterations of D20 plus 8. And of course, as soon as you get within melee, one of them is going to make 2 attacks against the Hydra with its mace.
Fine, that's what I want it to do.
Boosh. 26 and 17.
Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the Hydra's thingy.
I brought it up for you.
Yep.
So the AC is 15, so they both hit.
Okay.
And the Deva does 1d6
Holy hell.
plus
Just one.
What?
If I'm reading this right, the Hydra gets 5 reactions.
Yeah.
That is redonkulous.
It has one reaction per head, so if it manages to get like 10 or more heads, then it has 10 or more reactions.
Oh my god.
That's fine, because he's just going to give me more heads.
I'm just saying, like, as a player, like, that'd be terrifying. Like, if my character never knew how to fight a Hydra and he's just sitting there lobbing off heads, if there's 30 heads, he's just gonna be like, well, I'm dead as hell.
It's 55 points of damage, 2 heads lost, which means you're only attacking with 3. So the 26, the 27, and the 22... Sorry?
I didn't roll the damage from the...
I know you didn't roll the damage yet. I'm saying as soon as the Hydra got within range of the Deva, they would have hit with their mace first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So instead of 5 attacks,
it would have been 3.
instead it's
So
3.
the 26, the 27, and the 22 hit. So that would be 3d10 plus 15 of piercing damage. $38. And of course, they're resistant to non-magical piercing damage. So that's 19.
That is fine. Also, how far away are the opponent's people?
The champions are 60 feet away from you. So
what you're saying is they're within vicious mockery, right? Cutting words range.
Cutting words range.
Yeah.
So you want to pick a...
Right now, they aren't fighting us, just so you know, Sean. Like, they aren't in the arena.
They haven't fought yet. All they've done so far is summon the Devas.
Yeah. I just wanted to get an idea of how far away they were.
60 feet. And the banner pole is 30 feet.
Hey.
The objective that you're trying to hold is 30 feet away.
As Thraxios has better armor class, is it okay if I move behind him? Thraxios.
You want to hide behind Thrax.
Is Thrax
I do not blame you. Right now, he has a 20. Yeah, he's fine with that, yeah.
Yeah, alright, he's going to duck behind Thraxios.
Okay.
And he's going to yell, "Come have a go if you think you're hard enough!"
By hiding behind Thraxius, though, that puts you more than 60 feet away from the champions.
Alright,
I
maybe
moved 15 feet forward, so...
Oh, you did? Yeah, good point.
Okay.
Never mind then.
I'm still behind Thraxios, and I'll still be yelling, "Come have a go if you think you're hard enough!"
Okay. So you're trying to goad them.
Yes.
Alright.
If you think you've had enough or hard enough?
Hard.
Oh.
You think you're hard enough.
It's a common taunt in Britain. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Yeah. Let's have it is another one.
I am being an annoying little shit in hopes of it.
Speaking of annoying little shits, Larry, it's your turn.
Get him, Larry.
Well, it's time.
Duel.
If I want to be as most annoying as possible, I'm never gonna have to let you guys down with Rick Ghastly.
You're gonna summon Rick Ghastly. Okay.
Yes.
And you move.
Because I'm gonna have to try. I don't want to Rick's songs, but yes, I am moving my distance.
You're moving
My
40
35 feet.
Rick Ghastly can move up to 40 feet. Is he... But he is 30 feet, i.e. fire ray range, away from the angels at the moment. Do you want to move him into melee, or do you want him to ham back and use his fire ray?
Definitely fire ray, because what Larry is great at being is an annoying goblin.
Alternatively, you could just fireball.
Honestly, I just like that better. But honestly, I don't know the range of if anyone else is in the range of it.
You could also, if you wanted to be really, really annoying, you could cast Grease on this turn to make sure that everything around the banner pole is covered in flammable grease, and then on your next turn, fireball.
You know what? Grease fires is always a better option. I always love grease fires. Let's cast grease.
I got chills. So 60 foot, yeah. So a 10-foot square centered on the banner pole. So yeah, so that's going to get the Devas that are surrounding the banner, but not the Hydra. Which is good.
So then you go ahead and beat the DCs or something like that?
Sorry?
Oh, I'm asking if they since they got them, are they flying?
They're flying. So
Okay, so yes, it doesn't matter.
yeah, they're covered in grease, but they're not standing on the grease because their feet are not touching the ground.
Boosh. Boosh next turn.
Indeed, Foosh next turn. Shan, what are we listening to there?
Since I have, let's see, what's this one do?
Noodle.
Well, at least we know she's not muted.
Yeah, we know she's not.
Pardon? Sorry.
What are we listening to?
I'm listening to a Reddit story.
Oh, okay. Well, we could all hear it vaguely.
Sorry.
Let's see.
What else
Did I do it? Since I have a bonus action myself.
Okay.
Is Hanoka in the thick of it yet, or is it just prior?
Hanoka didn't. Hanoka used their turn to bring out Klumbo, and then Klumbo did their ice foosh. So Hanoka's still on the starting line at the moment. Therefore not in the fireball range yet.
Okay.
If she chooses to charge in on this turn, however,
she will be. Okay.
But
because I know that prior did the thing not summon.
She doesn't have grease on her though, so she won't be on fire. She'll just take the.
Yeah.
And she's a barbarian, so she should be able to take it.
Yeah. So I think since prior though is used his ability to not summon thing, I will give him some wonderful inspiration.
So you're giving who inspiration?
Prior?
You're giving bardic inspiration to Prior. Cool.
Yes.
Okay. So, back to the top of the round. Thraxios.
All right. Did I just see them get splashed with grease?
You did just see the Devas all get splashed with grease.
No, it doesn't. It's not actual fire. Never mind.
Fire. Oh, were you thinking of Sacred
Oh,
Flame?
I was thinking about setting it on. No, I was going to breathe on it, but it's not technically fire.
No, it's steam.
Yep, it's hot steam.
You're not going to be able to set the grease on fire with steam.
We gotta double check something real quick. If you assist somebody or something,
Help action?
yep, can you give them advantage on like attacks and stuff?
Yeah, that's what the help action does. Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect. Yep.
You can choose.
Just want to help Silas aim.
You can. Okay. So you're forgoing your own action to help Silas
Aim. Yep.
attack. Okay. What does Silas do?
He is going
Point your
to
Kawackle in the right direction.
He's going to kinetic blast these bastards. They're telekinetic blast and bolt them.
Telekinetic blast.
Oh god. That's a 22, 13, 26.
22, 13, and 26. The 22 and 26 hit.
Alright, that is force damage, and that is... let me go check this. 16d8, by the way.
Telekinetic blast.
Or no, it's 16... Or no, it's 16d6. Okay.
Why don't I see that on your character sheet?
It is Silas in his new form, the Gish.
Oh, the Gish does it. Yep. Okay, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, he's not doing it because he doesn't know how.
Right.
Nope, and that is 60 points of damage.
Of force damage to...
Yep.
Are you focusing those attacks on a single Deva?
Yeah. Yep, they're going to a single Deva. The one that's looking the most hurt.
I assumed. Yes. Yes. Don't know why, but I wanted to speak in the Jacques voice. Yes. Anyway,
I guess the bonus action his turn too, he would have invoked Giant's Might, so he's a giant now. Just to use a bonus action for something.
So Thraxy's beginning himself. Okay. He's
now large.
He's now large. Good, that makes you a bigger target.
Yep. Still got a 21 AC, so.
Yep.
Oh, yep, that's it for my turn.
That is the turn. And the champions are going to move in a position where they can see around their Devas. And temporarily being large, yes.
Give me a couple level ups and I'll become a large creature. Rune Knights can do it, it just takes a while.
6. No, not 6. There's 5 of them. They get 3 attacks each, so that's 15 shots. D20 plus 6.
That won't work for you, Larry, because you're too small. You'll just turn into a medium creature.
What's that?
There's a feature eventually that Rune Knights get where you grow 3d6 inches, meaning Thrax has the possibility of becoming a large creature. Because he's 6 foot tall.
Okay.
But I was going to say, if Larry tries, Larry will just become medium.
Yes. You just be tall goblin. Right. So
well, 7 feet only evens you with Goliaths and Houndfolk.
a rain of arrows falls on Thraxios.
6 hit, that's it.
Sorry?
6 of them hit.
6 of them hit.
Yep.
And 1 of them crits.
Yep.
So that would be... You said 6?
Yep.
12, 14, d6. Oh. Plus 2d6. Okay. So each of them would be 3d6. 3d6 times 6. Well, 3d6 times 7, actually, because one of them's critical.
Yeah, one critical.
3 times 7 is 21, yeah?
Yeah.
Plus 12.
See if they roll enough damage to unconscious me. They do.
88 points of piercing damage.
Yep, that's enough to unconscious me. I only have 79.
Seriously?
Yeah, 100%, yeah. That's 9 more hit points than I have at my max.
Ooh. Alright, Thraxius is unconscious.
Yep.
And... Okay. And then
There was
Devas. Only 2 of them used their held actions. So.
Yep, because my weapon is the magical one. Yep, so I'm knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, okay. The Devas are going to concentrate their attacks on the Hydra. D20 plus 8. Because that's the biggest threat at the moment. Boosh. And that's... The Hydra has an AC of 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hit. 2 of those being crits, so that's... $96 plus... One, 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah. 7 times 4 would be 28. And yeah. Nine times 4. 36. D8 of Radiant. The Hydra takes 213 points of damage. I believe that sends it back to its Jade Lotus. Hanukkah.
That's me. A little slow, but I'm here. I'm going to get Flambeau to use his freezing breath again. I don't think I can do anything to help.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We seem to be having technical difficulties, peeps.
Oh no.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Uh-oh. Okay, good. The stream's still running. Why can't I hear anyone else?
You can't hear us?
Is my... Alright. Let's try that. Yeah.
Hello.
Alright.
That works?
Let's see if I can hear anyone now.
Mr. DM, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hola.
What the hell? Okay, there we go. Somehow my freaking headphones got muted. Grr.
I know that feeling so much.
Anyway, so, Blood Dancer, did you hear what happened to your Hydra? You're muted at the moment.
What happened to the Hydra?
The Hydra took 213 points of damage. Hydra went
How many
by...
hit points does the Hydra have? Oh, dang.
Dang, indeed. The Hydra had 172. Well, before it lost 55, and then, so it had like 120 something, and then, yeah, squished.
In one turn, they have completely they have taken out the Hydra and then knocked Thrax out.
Yep. So Thrax is down, the Hydra's down. It's now Hanoka's turn. What would Hanoka like to do?
Would it be best to get Klomba to attack or for me to run in and attack?
Well, you've seen the angels all get sprayed with grease, so it's likely that that somebody is going to plan setting them all on fire. If you are in melee range, chances are you will be hit with the fire too. However, you are a barbarian, so you can probably just shrug it off. Your choice. As long as you're raging, you should be able to only take half of it. And because you have danger sense, you have a better than average chance of only taking a quarter of the damage, actually. So if you want to rage and charge in and start hitting some angels, go for it. Cool. And you can also send Colombo in if you wanted to. So
Can I go in riding on Klombo?
I suppose you could. You could mount Colombo, hold your attacks for when you get into range, and then when Colombo and you get into melee with the angels, you can do all the attacks. So Hanoka, if you're using your Great Axe, you would do 2 iterations of D20 plus 7.
Sorry, was it plus 7, right? I think that's way wrong.
Plus 7. 2 iterations
Okay,
of D20 plus 7. And if you wanted to, you could attack recklessly, which would give you advantage.
I'm not gonna do that right now.
Okay. So only one of those attacks hits, which means you do a D12 plus 7 of damage. Nine. Do 9 points of damage to one of the Deva. However, okay, actually, he's still up. But because I'm assuming you would be focusing your attacks on the weakest one, so Colombo can make 5 iterations of D20 plus 9. Try that again.
I broke it. 5d20 plus 9.
5
Do I do 2 R's?
Yeah, exclamation RR space 5 space D20 plus 9. Please.
If you don't put an extra R, you're not a pirate.
4 of those hit. You're gonna be doing 1d8 plus 5 and 3d6 plus 50. So 1d8 plus 3d6 plus 20 that would all get halved, and then an additional 1d10 of cold damage that wouldn't. So if you want to be fancy with it, think that where you did that only halved the 20. You needed to put Okay. So that should be 37, which divided by 2.
I almost had it. I thought I had it right. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
18.
What? Yeah.
It should be 18.
18. Okay. And 1d10 of cold on top of that. Roll a d10, please. 2. So you do 20 points of damage. David down. 4 remaining. Woot. Prior. Prior? Oh, you're muted at the moment. Rub.
My turn?
Yes.
Yay! I am going to summon my fire giant.
Boosh. Fire giant.
And then I'm debating on keeping my shield of faith up or using up one of my smites, but I'm going to keep the shield of faith for now.
Fire giant's still
Because
on the basic stat block, right?
No, there is the custom one that you made.
Oh, right, yeah. It's a freaking... Yeah,
I
okay.
think just edited.
I really should have saved these. Oh, well. Go on.
So it'll be his turn now?
Yeah, unless Prior wants to move at all, it's Fire Giant's turn.
Yeah. I will move around the battle.
Okay. Okay, and what's the Fire Giant doing? When you finish being daddy. Oh, yay. Thank
That's
you.
what I was trying to do.
Aha.
Let's go with run in and great sword attack.
Stomp, stomp. Swing. 2 great sword attacks against the Devas. And it's slashing damage. Okay. 2 iterations of D20 plus 13. Oof. No hits. No hits.
Is that
That's
prior or is it giant?
That's Elflobber, the fire giant.
Okay.
Okay. Blood Dancer. Do you want to bring out a different creature, or are you going to deal with this matter personally? Noodle. Have I muted myself again?
No, you're fine. We can hear you.
We can hear.
Okay.
Don, hello.
Noodle.
A chance.
There you are. Hi.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. What are you going to do?
Well, they just one-shot his Hydra.
Yes, they did. Well, 5 of them ganged up on the Hydra, to be fair. Now there's only 4 of them. What do you want to do?
Yeah. And he's afraid of them pointing those angel things towards the party. So, it's time to bring out Hissy Fit.
Yes. Yes. Hissy Fit. Do you need me to send you Hissy Fit?
I think I've got Hissy Fit. Let me check.
I'll send it to you anyway, just in case. Do you have the time?
There we go.
You got him?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
It's going to be acting defensively.
30-foot speed.
Yeah, but I might keep him here to cover us.
Okay. Use him as a defender. Okay.
Blood Dancer is going to look at the apparently lawful father guy suspiciously.
Mm-hmm.
Just to check, because Blood Dancer is making me curious now. When Silas looked at him, he saw the same man he saw when him and Thrax left, right? Like, it's still...
Yeah, it's still your father.
Yeah, he's just a printer's stick. Okay, yep. Perfect.
He's just a militant. Yeah, he believes very strongly in military might and strategy. And, yeah.
Which is fair.
And having a strategy for when one of your party goes down should be part of your strategy. But
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
That's all
you
right.
guys did use your you guys did add the fact that you did have the bonus temp HP, right?
Yeah, but that wouldn't have helped my Hydra. But at least we've.
Let me
No,
look.
it was just for you guys though. It was
80 no.
Because
Yeah.
for those who
yeah, it overtook both. It
Yeah, it was enough to hit my health and go 10 over. Like, if I wouldn't have blocked the other half, I would have died in one hit. Like, it would have killed me immediately.
Blood Dancer is. He's
Just
acting
want to make sure you guys
cautious.
have it. Because I know that since Silas is always out, Silas should have it, and the rest of our party mates who haven't taken their 5 temp HP hits. That's just all. I'll make sure I'm getting use out of it. Sorry.
everybody has 5 temporary hit points. Yeah, but it wasn't enough for Thrax. He needed.
Yeah, I
3
know.
more.
Either way, we've gotten a bit of a look into their strategy now, and now we can counter it.
Yeah. So Blood Dancer, you've used your action to summon Hissy Fit, who's just holding their action in a defensive position, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Larry.
Yes.
What's
All
Larry?
right. What's Larry doing?
Yeah, what's Larry?
What's Larry doing? All right. Okay. If I use a bonus action, all I can use is a cantrip, right? For if I use a healing word.
Healing word is a bonus action. So as an action, you'd only be able to use a cantrip or a melee attack. You wouldn't be able to cast another spell.
Okay.
If you have a different plan, go for it. It's alright.
All right.
Right now,
No,
we're getting
no.
bloody pummeled, so...
Nope. I have an idea. I have a way better idea that I can use right now. And right now, you need healing.
Good.
Ow, alright. I've got a couple saving throws on me.
No, I'm not. I'm
20
not taking
arrows.
any.
Get him back in
I'm
the
not taking any
fight.
chances.
17 EC right now, so...
Larry, you're doing
All
the
right,
right thing. Get him back in the fight.
I'm getting him back in.
All
Alright, so it's a d4 plus 4, and then there is a bonus for my feature for using my spellcasting focus.
Yeah.
Which was it? Is it a
It's your
d4 or is
intelligence,
it something
isn't
else?
it?
No, it was not intelligence, because if it's intelligence, I wouldn't be healing much.
Alright.
Where is it? Something.
Spiritual focus. At 6th level, when you cast a bard spell that deals damage or heals HP through this focus, you can roll a d6 and add the result to 1 damage or healing roll.
Yeah, this has a d6.
So it's
Nice.
So it's a d4 plus 4 plus d6.
Plus it's a d6. Alright. Alright. You got 8 HP.
Yay! Thraxius is conscious. Still prone at the moment, but conscious.
Yep.
Okay.
He's back up to 9, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Alright.
What else you got planned, Larry?
So since I have an action left,
Yes.
I'm going to prepare my Tales from Beyond.
Wait. While holding special focus, you can use a bonus action to expend 1 use of bardic inspiration to roll on the Spirit Tales table.
Oh. Okay, do I have to prepare it with bonus action first?
That's a bonus action.
Bonus action first, okay.
Yeah. So if you'd already had a
Okay.
Spirit Tail selected, then you could use an action to target a creature with it. But yeah.
But Alright, because I can, then I'm gonna just go ahead.
Charm, you can guidance somebody.
I go guidance.
Who are you giving guidance to?
Since I know I'm at least close to Thraxis, I can go ahead and touch and give him a lovely guidance.
So yeah, you get to add a D4 to the to your D20 rolls.
Alright.
Attack.
That's all myself.
Yes. Okay, then turn passes to Thrax.
No.
No? Oh,
I still have I still have my flame skull.
okay, yes.
That's just me.
Yes, good point. Yep. All right. Sorry.
Yeah,
What
I
is-
wouldn't forget because I wanted to
Rick-
use a fireball.
Rick Ghastly is doing fireball. So everyone in a 20-foot radius around the banner needs to make a dexterity save. Now,
That hits me too.
yes.
Unless I
yes,
handle
it
this
does.
right.
Hanoka. Yeah, actually, because you've... Yeah. Yeah, so Hanoka, you get to roll dexterity with advantage. Dex save with advantage because you're a barbarian and you have danger sense. The 4 Davas.
I mean, I need to ask now, are you blowing this up above their heads? Because if not, I'm back unconscious.
I thought I could
Even if
angle
I-
this right.
Because you're prone.
Yeah.
It's a ball,
Okay.
so it would... Yeah.
Oh shit, even if she's above, then it hit me. Yeah,
Because shouldn't it be?
Me and
Fireball
my plus
is a
0 with
radius.
disadvantage.
Maybe you should have done it... Let's retcon this and have you do it the other way around. Fireball first and then the
Yeah.
healing word afterwards.
Okay.
All right.
Who failed that save?
So plus 4.
Hanoka's in a voice clip, but it doesn't contain anything. It's just silence.
Yeah, it's a
also.
blank no voice clip. Okay.
Yeah. When you were talking, I thought you were speaking through Hanoka. I'm like, wait, what?
No. Okay. So, the Devas, I'm assuming 2 of those fail and 2 of them pass.
Yes, because you only need a
but they have
16 to.
advantage. They have advantage. Yeah.
Nah. Why do they have advantage? It's speaking
Because it's magic.
magical resistance.
They have magic resistance, yeah. So it's a 16, a 22, a 23, and a 22.
All of them pass because 16 meets it.
Okay. So now Klumbo would also be within range. So could you Hanoka, could you roll another D20 plus 5 for Klumbo? And I think Blood Dance is also within 20 feet because they were next to
They're behind.
they were behind
They were behind
Thraxi.
me.
Yeah.
So unless that extra 5 feet saved Blood Dancer, then yeah.
So I can't go and angle this to a certain area.
Well,
because of
actually, yeah,
range.
you could push it a little further towards the enemy so that it wouldn't hit Blood Dancer.
That's the hope. Just
Okay.
blah.
Okay.
Well, how much is it? Because my stylus takes it too.
Alright.
How's the damage?
Has that disadvantage. She's wearing plate armor right now. He fails it anyway.
Roll 86. We'll half it for the Devas, but the Devas are going to catch fire because they're greasy.
86. Here we go. Yeah.
26.
I rolled pretty low, sadly.
Mm-hmm. You do 26 points of damage to the banner. And 13 points of damage each to the Devas.
Boosh.
Boosh indeed.
Oh wait, I should do this one.
Hanoka, how did Klumbo fare? Do you want me to roll it for you? Or have you got it?
I can do it. What was I rolling?
D20, a D20 plus 5 for Columbo's dexterity save.
I got distracted by cuteness.
Okay,
Okay.
that's understandable.
D20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5. 21, so it passed. However, because Columbo is vulnerable to fire, he still takes 26 points of fire damage, but it automatically recharges his freezing breath because of his Burning Fury ability. So Columbo is
Okay, that's awesome.
Columbo is down by 26 hit points, but has his his freezing breath back.
And I didn't have to use the recharge?
You don't have to use the recharge, it automatically recharges. Burning Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that was Larry's turn. You hear a gong sound. And the champions recall their deva and holster their weapons. The match is over.
It's been 3 rounds. We got this. I might die by the end of it, but we got this.
Well, you're at least, since we retconned it, therefore my fireball was before the healing.
You're conscious. You have 8 hit points. You can now get more healing. In fact, actually, as a sign of good sportsmanship, the champions are going to use all 4 of their devas to magically restore up to 80 more hit points.
Yeah, that'd be more than enough to put me back up.
Cool.
Blood Dancer was about to start panicking and trying to heal you.
Nah, it's alright.
Combat
You've seen him
over.
cough
Still
up blood
do
before and keep the same look on his face.
Combat over.
Thraxeus, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Your father
Sure.
walks over looking not happy.
Correct, you alright? You feeling better?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You burned the banner to ashes. What makes you think that was a good strategy?
You said any means necessary.
To capture and hold does not mean destroy.
I have mending, but right now...
That thing is like eviscerated. It's gone.
Ending's
It's
still
gone.
gonna work if it's ashes.
You greased and then fireballed his family's thing. It's gone.
I'm
Right
going
now,
to
also...
try and have...
well... Isn't
Blood-
Thraxius more important than this? Than this squabble? Really?
Thraxius would have been healed. All of you would have been healed at the end of the combat.
Fair. Strategically, if you cannot reach a certain goal, sometimes it's better to not let anyone get to that certain goal. All is
Like,
fair
if you
in
can't
love
have
and
it,
war.
If you can't have it, no one will?
We try to avoid scorched earth methods, guys.
I'm not the one
to be
that
fair, they
released
didn't get the
fire.
flag either.
I am going back inside. You will teach your team proper strategy. We will talk again in the morning. For now, I will say good night. And he leaves you out in the garden. He just walks away, leaving you all out in the garden. And the champions follow him inside. We're going to put a pin in it there, because we've gone over time. but you can use the RP chat to discuss how you think that fight went. And
Right. But I was going to say, before that happens, Thrax is going to show everyone their rooms, and then he's heading out.
he's heading out.
He needs to go. Yeah, he needs to go think something, sir. So he's going to go walk around town for a little bit.
You're gonna go to the tavern.
No. He's just going to walk around town.
Okay. So, despite the fact that your father advised that you should talk to your party about
Have a bit of a
Go on.
team talk first, guys.
Larry's just gonna follow Thraxius because he doesn't really know what to do and what's acceptable, and he's just, according to the servant, he should just, follow what Thraxius is saying.
Is everyone following Thraxius?
He will show everyone their rooms because Thraxios needs time to think, alone. So him and Silas
He
will
wants to be alone. Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 fights in a row where he's done jack shit and then gets knocked the fuck out.
This isn't.
so
I don't
He needs
think
to go do
this
some
is.
hardcore thinking.
I don't think this is a good time for you to go out walking.
I'll be alright. No one's dumb enough to attack me here openly in Matsuhiro land.
Well,
let alone the capital.
We'll see.
And why am I being the voice of? I am not supposed to be the voice of reason.
Talk in the RP. If you want to try and convince him not to go alone, then do so in the RP chat. We can also, of course, touch on it next time we play. Yeah. And Hanoka's fine, leave us.
We're all level 10.
I hope you.
Suspiciously, by the way, because Thrax is unsure, Hanoka's and Pryor's rooms are next to each other.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
rather than being in the same room. Yeah. Okay.
well, he doesn't know for sure. Otherwise, they would be the same room.
All right.
That's
So
what you guys think.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed playing. I know I had fun. If you would like to join one of our games, there is a link in the description below to the Games and Geekery Discord server. There's also a website where you can see what else I'm up to. And maybe prompt me to update it. Anyway, I will, yeah. So in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game.